My name is Jensen Bissell. I am a co-founder of Bissell Brothers Brewing Company, which is launching here in the near future. And I am employed by the Thirsty Pig, which is the bar that started Portland Beer Week. And I'm a photographer. We're trying to get open, is really what we're doing. It would be great to have our first beer, which tastes amazing, available for Beer Week. It'll be close, depending on when we get this first batch brewed and get all our licensing in order. It'll be close. The beer tours people to kind of show people what it looks like to be a brewery planning or a brewery that just opened. Nice. And then I'll still from a pig / Portland Beer Week employee perspective, I'm sure I'll be doing some documenting of different events and some eating and drinking of my own. They've both talked to us, and I'm just the one that I've been the worst at getting back to them. I think on the 7th, the Green Bus, which is Maine Beer Tours, or is that the Brew Bus? I'm sorry, guys. I love you both. The Maine Brew Bus is going to do a tour of this facility, which, as you all probably know, there's a few other guys getting going in the same block of units right here. So I think it's going to be sort of like a brewery and planning tour. And then Mark from the Maine Beer Bus, is that right?
Yes.
I think Noah he'd stopped by here when Noah was here, so I'm not sure. I should be more clear about what my actual participation is in Beer Week, but oh yeah, all the actual stuff after we clarify it will be like right below the screen. So thanks for bearing with me. But seriously, guys, if anyone sees this and wants to know what we're up to, come on out. If we can let you in, we will. And right now, since we're not actually brewing, that's pretty much 100%. So if someone's here, we'll show you around. It's pretty cool. It's coming together, and we're really excited. Bissell Brothers has come a long way. It's cool to see this actually taking shape after it being sort of an idea in our heads and sort of an abstract for so long. I mean, just look in the other room. It's here, and it's our dream sort of finally unfolding in the real world. We're really excited. We've definitely grown and changed as people through the process, and I think Jeff Maslin from Oxbow, he actually posted on Facebook this morning how he couldn't believe he was on the cusp of the third Goods from the Woods, and he said something. It was just one simple sentence. It was like, "Maine is for real," I think is what he said, and I've just been thinking about that today. I couldn't agree with him more. Not only are we happy that we're creating our unique vision of what we wanted to do from the beginning, but the place is so important because this whole place is exploding with creativity in the food and drink scene, and just a real enjoyment of the culture here. It's great to live here. I've never met anyone that lives in Portland that doesn't absolutely love it. So for our part in the beer scene, we're really excited that this ended up being in a place and time in our lives that this is I wouldn't be anywhere else. This part of the magic of why this is going to be so cool is because of the location. I don't mean this space, which is great too, but the city and the beer scene itself is it's amazing. So it's a good time to be doing this. It has never stopped amazing me. Both the landscape and the scenery through all 4 seasons, as well as the people and the energy here. It's like one of those things that you kind of, the novelty you expect almost to wear off, but it never has. Winter 2013, I get up and I walk into town, or I go work at the Pig, or I'm still just like, man, this is just such an incredible spot. And it's the cosmopolitan aspect goes so deep, but it's still a small town.
Yeah.
I can't go to the grocery store without seeing 3 people that I know. I can't go anywhere. You know, I walk down Exchange Street and it's like something out of a movie. I'm like, you know, and it's incredible. So you have that small town feel, and you've got literally some of the best beer, restaurants, bars, beaches, islands in the world. I could go on.
Yeah,
Portland Beer Week's been really cool to be a part of because it was a collaborative effort, but Allie really spearheaded it. Allison, from the owner of the Thirsty Pig. So we were there, Noah and I were there from the beginning. We were all at all those initial meetings when there were a lot of egos kind of being thrown around. No one really knew how this was going to take shape, and they really needed to. At the beginning, there was a lot of ego. I think people wanted to defend whatever camp they were coming from and make sure that they were adequately involved. But through a lot of people's hard work, last year was a big success, I feel. And I'm trying to look at it very objectively. Because brewfests are great. Everyone loves brewfests, but it's one day, it's very confusing, it's very loud, it's very sensory overload. They're great, don't get me wrong, but through a beer week, it's really about education, and it's about there's something for everybody. So if that's not your scene, which God, it's barely, sometimes I can barely even handle a big brew fest. If it's not your scene, there are plenty of opportunities to educate yourself about beer and have a great time doing it. Whereas I'm trying to think, last year there were, I think, 50 events. This year it's insane. I think it's like 100. I think a lot of things were improved upon last year. I know Allie's been really focused on this since midsummer. It was all beer week. So improving upon the things last year. It'll be really interesting to see how it goes. But last year was great for an inaugural thing where there's so many different moving parts, there's so many different people and venues and brands involved. I think it went really well. And I think by this time, as we're on the cusp of the second go around, everyone involved is kind of on the same page. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to promote myself, but really this is about something bigger than me. It's about the community. It's about educating people on beer and restaurants, because a lot of this stuff goes hand in hand, and showing them this world of craft beer that we're in, and how deep it goes, and how it's really blossomed here in the state. So you can have really intimate events. There's the raucous events too, and sort of the big party style stuff. But there's 115 events, and I've been kind of in a bubble with starting Bissell Brothers and working on my photo stuff and getting all my ducks in a row. So I haven't even really, that's crazy. I know we have a bunch of cool stuff going on at the Pig, and I know about the Brewer's Kitchen, which I'm going to help out with, but 115 events, that's amazing. So I don't doubt it that there's going to be something for everybody. And I would encourage people to go to the website, look at the schedule, find something that fits you, and make an effort, because you will really enjoy yourself. I think craft beer, I think, if you look at it from the outside, it might seem kind of intimidating, or there's obviously the snob factor. But if you get into it, the flavors are incredible. I firmly believe that you will find something to your liking, and you'll probably learn in the process. So I would encourage anyone that is maybe thinking about going to one of these events, or doesn't really fancy themselves a beer drinker or a craft beer person, get involved. It's really cool. This is Peter Bissell from Bissell Brothers Brewing Company, and you are watching Active Beer Geek.